brand new anthem from Ear Candy on New Music Monday. That is Got It. And now, let's get the man himself on the stream. Discord, be nice. You've been warned, Discord. We haven't tech tested this, so if everything goes wrong, it's not my fault. It's someone else's fault. Always blame someone else, chat. Route 1. That's what you do. Yo, it was seamless. Hey, Jamie.
How's it going, mate? You alright?
I'm doing great, but why are you speaking into a webcam? What is that microphone? It looks like it looks like
this?
It looks like the robot from Portal.
Do you know what it actually does? It's a blue snowball.
A blue snowball.
Yeah.
Why
even though it's white?
Why are microphones called such weird things? Like I have a blue Yeti. You've got a blue snowball. Like, what are microphone companies playing at?
They love those ice themed microphone names, right?
Yeah, they do. It's an odd one, but it's great to speak to you. First of all, how are you doing?
And you?
Because you were in hospital, weren't you? Really, you sent me a DM and like, you're like, "Hey man, I've been in hospital," and I was like, "Oh, okay, Jamie's gonna rain check, but it's fine. He's been in hospital." But then you were like, "Oh no, but I'm still good to come on." So fair play, dedication. You're doing all right.
Yeah, there's it's just like I went yesterday. I'm fine. I think I'm on some medication now, so
okay, awesome.
But should be good. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We'll get a good viral clip if you suddenly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at least plenty of people will be like, "Quick, call the police or the ambulance, whatever."
It'll be fine.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
We're good.
I'm good.
So you appreciated the label though, because I think that fusion of One Direction in 1975 is probably it's a condensed way of describing Ear Candy's music, but really it's more like the indie pop energy with a bit of that classic mid 2010s pop.
Yeah, I think so. That's kind of what I'm going for. I like to sprinkle like a bit of like, I don't want to say rock, but like a bit of that like kind of like slightly heavier portion in.
I hear it. You've got it.
Just like, playing live and stuff, whatever, just makes it so much more fun.
For sure.
So yeah, I'm a big fan of just throwing in influences here and there. It's like that song is like 90% like pop, and then all of a sudden at the end it's just like in your face.
Absolutely,
just like
out of nowhere.
Fun.
And a dimension of your music I didn't get until I watched the trailer for Got It was the the fun and bouncy energy, but the sad lyrics. Because I didn't pick up it was a sad song. Like, so is that something you like doing? Just hiding breakup or dislike of people or sad experiences in very chirpy, upbeat pop songs?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, it happens quite a lot. Not always like super consciously, but it does often happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. Well, those words just came out. But I think I don't know. I've had a lot of experiences about a lot of different things, and like, obviously, I find it hard to write like really good, happy songs without it being like too intense and like cringe almost.
I get you.
And like, it's just like, oh yeah, this is great, everything's great, yeah, oh I love you, whatever.
Yeah.
So like when that moment comes along and it feels right, then I'll do it. But apart from that, it's just, do you know what? I just love making the music that I make, and then whatever story comes along with it, it's like perfect for me. So
you got to be authentic. Yeah. I feel like when you start to get success, you can start making music like Drake. I think Drake is the classic like music made by someone successful. When you're just like, everything's cool in my life now, I can just start flexing and beefing with people who doubted me.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
That's down the line. Big shout out to FenVD in chat. Thank you for the first time chat.
Hey, fan.
If any of you guys have questions for Jamie, let me know and I'll make sure I ask them to him. First of all, does your mum still think you're the best band in the world?
Yes.
Yeah. You didn't even hesitate.
Come on. There is no need for hesitation. Of course. No, she loves it. She's always there.
Still the #1 supporter.
Oh yeah, like without a doubt, she'll be on it. My dad's stepping up his game. He'll literally like he's so funny. Like, so obviously I've got Spotify for artists, and I like check my stats like whenever I can, just like see what's going on. Like, one, just to like see if I've had any growth. Two, to like what's the word? Get like analytics on like demographic and that kind of stuff. My dad will literally text me like every day being like, "Oh my god, your Spotify listeners have changed to this," or whatever. He's literally he's so on it.
I love that.
It's like more than me.
The dads, I feel like the dads are the holdouts, but once you get them on board, they get very invested, and they'll be more kind of like on top of it all.
He's very much in.
FenVD's question is, how is Georgia? What's the context?
That's right. That is my missus.
Oh really? I think when you have the kind of the followers and you get a partner, they'll start liking the partner more than you. It's kind of an inevitable.
Yeah.
Have you experienced any of that?
True. I think, yeah, I think it's a tough one because like it can go either way. I find that like if you develop like a fan base whilst in a relationship,
yeah,
and that relationship kind of, people realize what's like the situation, blah blah blah,
yeah,
then everyone's kind of fine with it.
Yeah,
I tend to find though, if someone's already like really famous and then like they get into a new relationship, it divides the fan base. So, like,
yeah.
Oh, I hate her, or like it's literally like that all the time.
That did happen with Lando Norris. I'm sure Max Futural Lovebot. Thanks for the follow, by the way. We'll appreciate that in chat. Hey as well, Rafaela. Hope you're doing well. Suggestion: Ceremony by Marshmallow. I'll add that later, Mirai. Hello as well, Teresa. How are you?
Hello, everyone.
Hey, everyone in chat, comment where you're tuned in from, because I'd love to see, get an idea of where people are. I've already got like a handful of people who watch my streams, like from Germany and Canada and Ireland, Sweden. So we've got Sweden, Czech Republic, Chicago. Wait, where's my Chance the Rapper hat? There you go. I don't want to. I've got a Chance the Rapper hat, so I'll momentarily put it on to shout out Chicago.
Beautiful.
So the Ear Candy World Tour. Where are the dates you most want to put on the calendar? Where do you think you've got people you could bring through?
So not much outside of Europe yet. I mean, yeah, nothing crazy. Like I'm not due an Australia date anytime soon. But we've got Big Love in the Netherlands. We've got Big Love Belgium, Big Love Germany.
Yeah.
Decent Love in France. Recently, Poland's
come through.
Huge. Poland have come through. I did like I'm still working on it a little bit, trying to get people to submit, but I did like a where do you want me to play this year, like Google form thing.
That's nice.
Just one for it's interesting to me, and now I can actually plan stuff, and two, it's like it helps give like good like say I like drop their email address. So say I play in their country and be like, yo.
Yeah,
almost like half personalized, but I'm playing here by the way. But yeah, like Poland was like the most popular answer, like which is crazy.
Love that. So there you go. Don't forget Austria Jam, Jamie. Don't forget Austria Jamie. Says
everyone calls me Jam like most of the time.
Jam boy. Wales or throw hands. I think it'd be so funny if you did a world tour. Be like, we can go to Germany, Austria, but Wales, it's just not really viable. Border issues with Wales,
There's a whole thing. It's like you can't say UK tour and not do Wales. So
you've got to do every country in the UK.
Yeah, if we do a UK tour, we'll come to Wales. It's fine.
That's the guarantee. So I do love Wales. Shout out Pembrokeshire. Shout out Tenby. Fine places. But it's cool. Yeah, one of my regular viewers, Galaxy Navy, actually, he was saying, I've been listening to Ear Candy recently and enjoying him, and he's in Canada. So it's
big up. Thank you very much.
There you go. I wanted to pass.
Hell that
on. I wanted to speak though. I said, does your mum still think you're the best band in the world? I'm glad she does. But you were also bringing out some dance moves that I quote were to seduce your mum. Seduce your mum.
Oh yeah.
What are seduce your mum type moves, Jamie? Do you want to run me through?
You
could do a visual demonstration if it would help.
I mean, I'm. It may look like I have room behind me. There's a big sofa right behind me. How I'll explain. Seduce your mum moves heavily involve eye contact and the movement of hips.
Right. Okay.
So you get those hips out.
Yeah, I'll try and do it along with you. If there's any mums in chat. I wish I hadn't said that.
But yeah. So get those hips moving and get the eye contact.
This is so seductive. I feel like just like Shakira.
A bit of like side eye from the side as well.
Bombastic side eye.
Yeah.
This is so Dan Howell right now. I feel so Dan Howell.
We played a show and I can't remember if I mentioned this before. We played a show like last year in like June, and at the start I make a joke about like it's one of the songs I make a joke about shaking my hips because it's like a groovy tune.
Yep.
And then someone afterwards called me Southampton Shakira, so I was like, I'll take it.
Well, that's the mantle. That's the new mantle that we need to go with.
Yeah, I know.
Leanne says you're just obsessed with everyone's mum. Is this something with precedent? Is there precedent here?
It's not that deep really. It's just that on TikTok, nearly every single one of my videos recently has a hashtag involving your mum.
It's classic.
Classic your mum.
British humour. How are you coping with the universal TikTok beef? Because it's been a nightmare for me. Just all these songs suddenly being purged off TikTok. I think I did a last dinner party video earlier, and it got 0 views because I think TikTok are like blocking anything with Universal on it.
Yeah, so I did like a little Twitter rant the other day about the whole thing.
Yeah,
I kind of went into I did like a long old thread. It's a weird one because like obviously as an independent artist, it's like now is the time to like, you know, more exposure, there's less saturation in the market, whatever, which is great.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, you take it, whatever. But, you know, it's not, I don't think it's good for the industry at all. At the moment, anyway. Like,
well, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Like, even for me as a creator, like, I'm an independent creator, and my last dinner party TikToks would get reliably, like, hundreds of views. I just looked at the last one, it's got 5, and it's like, I don't think that's a content issue. I think that it's, and I wouldn't put it past TikTok to kind of deliberately push Universal artists down in their search results as like a kind of retaliation.
Yeah, I know. It's just like the whole thing for me is like the people that like if the whole thing is supposed to be like, oh yeah, it's to like get fair money and all that kind of stuff, but then it's like all these artists missing out, and like it trickles down because there are subsidiaries of Universal.
Yeah,
are people who are like not even like, you know, massive or that big that are now getting like screwed over by this whole thing.
They're kind of caught in the crossfire between these big corporations who don't care because it's just like the difference between millions and tens of millions probably for them, and they're like, wow.
Yeah, it's just thing is like for me, and this is what I kind of said in this thread, like TikTok, I don't think the way TikTok works at the moment should be about like earning money, and I get that, you know, they're not contributing that much to the music industry, but then it's like you look at the power and the strength that TikTok has, like for marketing and like exposure. Like it like every time I look at the charts, I'm like, oh, that's a song from TikTok.
Well, yeah, no, I've seen it. Even
that's song from TikTok
on Spotify. Some artists that I know, like Coldplay, for example, their most popular song is Yellow, and I look at that and I'm like, you know, deep down, I know that'll be because of TikTok. Like it doesn't seem quite right that Yellow would still be their most popular song.
Yeah,
people, it does influence it a lot.
Exactly, and they've got so much power, so it's like you take that, use that as a free tool. Bear in mind that TikTok is free to use and free to post on.
Yeah,
you take that and then you shift that towards other stuff. Like I always think that music is a journey. Like you pick your destination, right? Do you want to be able to sell loads of tickets? Do you want to have loads of streams? Do you want to be able to sell loads of merch? Pick something, and everything else is your journey towards it. Posting on TikTok and getting that is your exposure to your destination. It's like if I get loads of followers on TikTok, it means I get more streams, it means I can get more people to shows, it means I can sell more tickets, sell more merch, and that's how you actually create like a more viable like money making thing. It's like TikTok isn't about the money. I don't think it should be anyway.
Audience community, I think is like I've seen my friend build a community with the 1975 songs as his base, and now it's like he's an independent artist, and it's like you draw people in with saying, you know, for like 1975, here's content about them, and then you're like, oh, and I also make music which is a bit like it. And now all these 1975 songs are gone, and like all my favorite F1 edits are muted. Like
it's then there's like every day I see new like people that are affected by it, because it's not just the artists. It's like there are creators who make their things all about comparing songs to other songs, or even like people who like mainly do like dancing and stuff on TikTok and like have massive followings for that. It's like all of that has just been like stripped away just like instantly with like no say, and that power is just like crazy. And it's obviously I don't know everything about what's going on, don't know the whole deeper side of it, but just like when you look at it face value, it just looks like Universal had a paddy and been like,
well, yeah, I think.
Yeah, oh no, you're not paying us enough. I'm taking our songs away. Like,
yeah, it just feels like a bit of a hostage situation. They're like holding their own songs hostage, like pay us more money or you can't have them back. And once again, it's like just artists, even smaller artists on major label deals who are getting screwed over. So music industry is music industry. But moving back to nicer topics in your music. You know, I see in your Spotify bio now it says, you know, does what it says on the tin, basically. So if you were a tin product, what would it actually say on the ear candy tin? Beans.
So I've been honing this like expression, and it's been kind of like evolving over time, like the different thoughts that I have about it. Initially I used to be like it's a cross between like Dayglow and Panic at the Disco, which still part of it is, but like Dayglow isn't the issue with me saying that to a lot of people is that Dayglow isn't one of those names that everyone's going to go, oh, I know who Dayglow is. They're like, whatever. So, you know, now I'm introducing more of that, like, you know, it's almost like contents, like ingredients, 1975, One Direction, Youngblood a little bit even. And then, yeah, still like Panic at the Disco, like kind of like Rocky Route as well. Like, that's how I'd want it to be. Like, it's just fun, bouncy tunes that you can, like, but also feel. Like, they have feeling behind them. Like, it's not just, oh, great. Like, you can actually, if you take like 2 seconds, you can be like, actually, let me listen to these lyrics. And the lyrics actually cut deep sometimes, and I'm like, sure. Oops.
But it's funny. I do know Dayglow, but only because someone on Twitch chat recommended Dayglow to me, and I was like, this is amazing. I don't know if Dayglow is not as big in the UK, but certainly it's got a massive following. And I think it's a smart kind of strategy to, or not even strategy, just like a good influence to have.
Dayglow is like a decently sized artist, but like it's one of those ones where it's like an awkward size. It's like not massive, but then it's like not like big enough for everyone to be like, oh yeah, I know who that is.
I'm loving Sidworth in chat saying, so I can shake my ass and cry at the same time, which in itself is a hilarious comment. What's even funnier is my auto mod blocked that initially because it said shake my ass. So, but luckily one of my shout out James, my mod, is on and he allowed it. So it's just too much. But yeah, chat are loving it. Like One Direction,
it's true.
Getting some energy.
It's like 99% of my songs are like the beat is like jumping and pumping, and you have these like sad lyrics behind. But I think I guess like deep down part of it is just to almost like try and make light of the situation a little bit. It's like I don't want to be like if I sang these lyrics to like actual sad music, you'd think I was like the saddest person like on the planet. But it's like I'm fine. Like these situations aren't bothering me anymore. Like it's an experience that I had, and I'm almost writing about it, like laughing at it. It's like one of the tracks, "Lovesick," is about like your ex. So it's like always trying to hit you up like 3 a.m.
Yeah,
they're lovesick, but only in the moonlight. It's when the moon's out. That's when you get those late night calls. Yeah, and it's like I'm so over it. I don't care. So that's why, you know, I can make a fun, bouncy song about it because like it's just it's a joke now.
I think laughing at things that used to upset you is such a cathartic experience. Like it's really funny. I had this like a girl who I was kind of really into but it didn't work out with popped up on my Twitter like feed because a tweet of her had like literally gone viral of people going like, who's this girl, I want an app. Like, they'd seen it on TV, and I was like, this is the universe like trolling me at this point because it didn't work out. But it's just so funny. It made me smile because I'm like, okay, you know, I'm past that heartbreak or whatever, I'm past that experience, and now it's just like it's so funny that, you know, you don't follow that person, they don't follow you, but you can't avoid it. Still, it's like the Twitter feed of all places is where something's gonna be thrown up.
No doubt.
So I was looking at the Ear Candy Song World Cup or Song Battle chart. It came on, which I thought was quite cool. I've not seen an artist do that before, like kind of put it out to their fans.
Hey,
like,
it wasn't even me.
Was it not? Who was it?
That's the promo team did all of that.
Oh, really?
And promo team that like run completely independent. Like I don't really have anything to do with it. So they just did it, and I just retweeted everything. I was like, yeah, sure, that's cool.
Let's go for it. What did you think of the results though? Because I was looking, there's some like a shock knockout for Contrary in the semi-final, and Obsessed.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I'm Obsessed is like, I've said this for a long time now. Obsessed is so underrated as a tune. Like, the vibe is so, I don't know, it's just like, I've really enjoyed that track so much. That I listen back to it being, like, every time, but like, this is sick. Like, and it's like the brass comes in at the end, just everything about it just feels so cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, it's just such a vibe that I'm so happy for that to, be on it.
Darcy says, if Jamie ever takes Lonely off the set list, I'm gonna stop going to gigs. Is there a risk?
I heard about that. Yeah, it's just that's Darcy's favourite tune. But
but
Lonely won't ever get off the set. Lonely, you can't not end the set on Lonely. It's too good.
It's your classic rousing. Like I love the band Foals. They always end their sets with Two Steps Twice.
Yeah,
you've got to have some songs on Muse, Nights of Sidonia, the classic set closers. What are your gig plans actually for 2024? Because I'm sure a lot of people in chat would.
So we're playing in literally next Thursday, I think it is. Yeah, we're playing up in London, supporting the Mez, which will be good fun. And then the rest is all like there's stuff that's been worked on, but I can't say anything yet because I'm not allowed to announce it yet. But
well, it's exciting.
But like this is that. Hopefully, if everything comes off that I want to, it'll be the biggest year of shows for us so far. So.
Fen in chat says he's coming to Belgium, guys. Confirmed? Yeah, Belgium confirmed.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was supposed to go to Belgium last year.
Oh, of course. I remember.
Like
I think it was just after I spoke to you was when you had to pull out.
Yeah, and that was the same health problem that I literally had yesterday. So that's good.
Got that out of the way for this year, so the Belgian. I think the first question I actually got to ask you was asking about Memory Lane. Is Memory Lane a song?
Memory Lane is a song, yeah. We've played it live for a long time. No trace of it being released or recorded yet. So, yeah, there's a cult following starting to grow for it.
Favorite.
It hasn't been pushed out there yet. So, we'll see.
Rafaela says I'm a bit late, but Lovesick is the song. It's nice seeing there's like not a consensus. Like everyone seems to have like quite a wide range of favorite songs in chat.
That's what I love as well. Like I'm so pleased and I'm proud that we've got that because one, it's like it shows, that we can be diverse and like bring in different people from different areas. And like I like it because it's more like that. I like it because it's more like that. And then it's like, it's just I think as well like it shows that every song is of good quality. Yeah. So as well as like everyone being like, oh, I like this because it's more me, or I like this because it's more me. It's also like every song is good enough quality. People don't know this is the best one.
Oh, welcome back, Lucas, as well. How you doing, bro? Nice to have you back. What kind of music is this band? What Ear Candy, Jamie? He described it earlier as Dayglow meets Panic at the Disco. I feel there's a bit of One Direction and a bit of the 1975 in the mix as well. Yeah. How would you describe Ear Candy to someone who's never heard you before?
I'd say if you're looking to feel good and like by listening to music and like be uplifted, then also like feel a bit of emotion inside you, then you want to check it out. It's fun, it's bouncy, but it's also got that slight undertone that keeps you a bit leveled. So it kind of, you can always listen to it in both moods. You want to be happy, listen to the track, like jump around. If you want to feel sad, then hone into the lyrics a little bit. But still, hopefully it'll lift your mood and be like,
you can be like, you're jumping around and you just actually zone into the lyric and you're like, oh, you just like start standing there in the mosh pit like, well, now I'm sad.
Yeah, literally.
That's the
one.
It's been so sick chatting to you as it always is.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's my pleasure.
I really appreciate it.
I think obviously it seems like there are big things coming this year, but they're a bit under wraps. If people want to keep
at the moment,
what can people expect from you? And if they want to keep up to date and support you, what are the best things to do right now?
Just like, honestly, Instagram and Twitter, X. I call it Twitter.
Everyone, we have to just troll Elon, like make Elon as sad as he can be. It is Twitter. And it will remain Twitter.
Yes, Ear Candy Tunes with not the same as my Twitch, but the TUNES.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So have you actually got a Twitch that you stream on, or is it just an account at the moment?
I've started twitching. I started streaming a little bit, tad.
We need
not
to collab.
Not a lot, but
we need to collab then. What do you usually stream?
So I've only done a couple. The last one I spent like 2 hours doing like music quizzes online, but I dabble in a bit of Rocket League.
Yeah, I play a lot of Rocket League. What do we think, chat? Tim Senna,
we could do
Rocket League. Yeah,
we could do a little Rocket League stream.
Nice one. I'm gonna put his Twitch.
I'll be very much down.
I'm gonna link Jamie's Twitch in chat because I think it's funny. TikTok has had some issues this week. I think you look at a band like Lovejoy and what they achieved with a platform built on Twitch. I think this could be a great platform for new musicians in the next 5 years.
Yeah, I think it's like obviously I've got a following already that come along and watch, but it's been really fun. Like everyone just hangs out, we chat, and it's just a nice place to be like there with people without being like too intense and whatever.
That's the thing. I think you can really be yourself on Twitch, and because you're not kind of, once you set everything up and it just works, you can actually focus on like talking to people in chat and
literally
more what
just
you're about than
just chill, and like they actually get your character across. Like that's one of the main purposes of like social media for me.
Absolutely.
Is that like get your like people could see you, like if they really wanted to, people could see you on stage, right?
Yeah.
Still like keep all that as part of your thing, but like Nice one, Poppy. Have a nice pint.
Yeah, have a nice pint, Poppy.
But yeah, so that's cool as well. But then people want to see behind closed doors. Like they want to see what you're like. They want to see
what's going on out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Guys, there is some washing hanging up through that door. Do you want to see it, chat? No, but yeah, that's the kind.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like that. And that's what Twitch is perfect for, because you get to see what people are like. Like I feel like when you're on Twitch, you can't fake your personality.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, especially not for like the longer streams, whatever. You just can't.
Yeah.
It's not something that you should be like, oh, I'm just gonna fake it for like 4 hours. It's like
it's so funny that you said that, because obviously I stream for like 4 or 5 hours all the time, and I did a cooking stream recently, which is where like I wasn't doing presenting. Like I was downstairs in my kitchen, and because I present on radio, it's like I do have a bit of presenting persona, and everyone in chat was like, why are you so weird? Why are you so different? I don't like it. And it's not like I fake my personality, but it's like when you're focusing on streaming, you're one thing, but then when you're suddenly trying to cook and you're out of your usual kind of environment, I think it's like a different side to you comes out. And
I get that.
But I'm not fake, I promise, chat.
No, I'm like that when I'm not like ear candy mode. Like,
oh yeah.
Like at gigs, I come across like very confident and all together, but I'm literally like the most shy, like anxious person. So it's like when I know I'm doing stuff like this, it's different.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, I feel confident with what I'm doing, but then it's like everything else. I'm just like, hi.
Same. Well, it's like the kind of the introvert's fallacy. I think there's a lot of artists who are introverts, and it's like, why would you be an introvert and want loads of people to see you and what you've made? But it does happen. It's like those things coexist. You look at like Tom York from Radiohead, and it does make sense. It's kind of like wanting to create something that people see, but not necessarily loving being in like very social kind of intense situations as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to play another one of your songs. I could play Got It again, or I could play another Ear Candy track. Or maybe
I think since it won the competition, we have to go with Obsessed. It has to be Obsessed.
Let's do it.
It has to be, yeah.
Jamie, thank you so much as always.
Mate, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
It's always a privilege. Rocket League soon, and I'm sure I'll catch you at a gig later this year. Let's do it.
Lovely, mate. All right. Have a good one.
Take care, man. Bye.
Bye, everyone.